I didn't choose to wear number 7. I wore number 29 in training camp. Had a very good camp my first year, and then I showed up for the first game, and without knowing, number 7 was in my stall. I wore it till 1987, December, I think it was December 3rd that I was retired, and it was kind of weird wearing that number, knowing that it was going to be retired, and it was kind of funny story that wasn't really decided what we were going to do with that number till 1 o'clock that afternoon. I got a call from Terry Riley, that was our coach at the time. He was in Harry Sinden's office asking if I'd be willing to add a number 7, become number 77, go out for a warm-up, wear the number, come back in the room, go in the back room, put number 77 under number 7, go out for the game, and then we'll call Phil up and just unveil number 77, give Phil number 7, and it was it was a beautiful day. It was a lot of fun. I knew that I made Phil Esposito's day because it was probably the first time in his life that he was speechless.
Mahovlich,
the Toronto Maple Leafs had a trainer, Tim Daly, and I walked into the dressing room for the first time in 1957, and he threw number 27 at me and he said, "Here, Mahovlich, here's your sweater," and it was number 27. And I didn't mind. I just put it on, and I'm thrilled. It was a great number, number 27. It turned out to be great for me.
One of the best all-around players in hockey, a former Rookie of the Year, playoff MVP, and Hart Trophy winner from the Islanders, number 61, Brian Trottier.
God, the one right off the top of my head is I wore number 61 in Hartford because Larry Robinson had 19. And people asked me why I had 61. I said, because I'm going to score the winning goal, I'm going to put my hands in the air, and it's going to say 19. And sure enough, a little bit of a fluky goal. I ended up scoring the overtime goal that won the game. And I still have that photo, and it looks pretty cool with one arm in the air, and 61 looks like 19.
I wore it quite a bit when I was a kid. My dad always said any multiple of 3 was lucky. So fortunately for me, I wore number 9 a little bit as a kid, not every year, because certainly there was other kids that loved wearing number 9. And then when I went to junior and played in Windsor, I was lucky enough to wear 9, drafted by Detroit, and certainly that was the best 9 in the history of the game with Mr. Howe. And then going to Edmonton and another Hall of Famer and Glenn Anderson. But when I signed with New York, Neil Smith, who had drafted me in Detroit, knew that I wore 9 with the Spitfires, and he was kind enough to give me 9. But one thing I will say is I was probably not the prototypical number 9 because they were always so skilled and talented. It was such a highly esteemed and sought after number. And I might not have fit the bill, but I was lucky enough to wear it.